Hiya girls, we are Barney and Lukey and we are the hot young visionaries behind Truffle Pig Wigs.
And this is Cliffhangers, the unofficial, unrequested and unhinged RuPaul's Drag Race recap show.
The views and opinions expressed on Cliffhangers are from a couple of women who just love drag and have zero real business judging it. If you are not a fan of red-hot acidic critique, turn back now.
I got a hangover. Whoa.
The girls are back in town.
Yeah, we're back in session, babes. Well done for penetrating the unpenetrable sugar walls of the Cliffhangers inner circle. Well done, you've made it. You've made it to, I was going to say ground zero.
Welcome home.
Yeah. Welcome home. This is...
Even more sound effects on the hangover.
This is just a little touch of heaven that we like to call the hangover, where you just get a couple more crazy musings over just more sort of like topics, subjects, things close to our heart. Do you know what I mean? This is just a little thank you from us.
To you.
Yeah. Do you know what? When we first said we're going to do a subscription for a little while there, it was quite hairy.
It was quite hairy. My mum, Sophie, Big Soph, as we call her in the biz, she's not even signed up yet.
Wow.
So I'm going to be withholding my attendance at Winter Solstice until she pays up.
Should put a fucking spell on you. But thank God you're all here now. Thank God the presence of friends, lovers, and hello, welcome to the sounds of our voice. Luke, what's been really, really exciting you this week?
Well, something actually quite blew my mind yesterday.
Tell them.
I am nearly down to my last few contraceptive pills.
Okay.
And I normally get them by the year. So I have to go and get like a blood pressure thing and they need to know my weight. So I thought I would weigh myself at home. I went on the scales. I was like, that is more than I would like to weigh, which is weird because I feel like I've kind of plateaued. So guess what? I got my lovely boyfriend to stand behind me and cup the massive weight of these implants dangling off me.
Gigantic breasts.
Say £5.
£5 of food.
Yeah,
That is
£5
insane.
of
Imagine if
flesh.
they'd only cost £5.
Oh, if only I'd have about 80 of them
I'd
just
have a
all
couple on my
over.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you Adam believe it?
Absolutely crazy. I mean, believable. Like, titties are so heavy. I see them bouncing. I look. I'm not afraid to say.
So let me think, like, well, if I'm asked of my weight, should I say it the non-boob weight? Because
No, they are part of you, unfortunately. They are
so
literally glued onto you. But also celebrate it. Well, that was life-changing, gender-affirming surgery.
it truly was.
Yeah. I can't believe. Weren't you like NJ and BJ in like the space of 2 years or something?
No, about 5 years, I think.
Okay.
It's a damn shame. I wish I bought them both at 18. Oh, I would be a household name by now.
Yeah, exactly. Which leads us neatly on to you would have become a household name through being on Big Brother. And all I've seen is people saying that how awful it is because everyone in it is so unlikable. I haven't seen it myself.
I thought it's meant to be good, but that was from celebrity hairstylist Tom Berry, who is obsessed with Big Brother. So I
And
think
a deep friend of the pod, which is surprising because I feel like he's got good taste when it comes to terrible shit, which leads us neatly on to...
Oh, and we segue in.
Oh, what is it called? Chimp Crazy.
Chimp Crazy. The link is that Tom is dressing up as our gal Tonya from Chimp Crazy.
And he told us about it. You need to tune in to Chimp Crazy, if not just for the overprocessed wigs alone.
The wiggetry on it.
Wiggetry of it all.
And let's not forget about the lashes and the lips. It's basically
my God.
the same from the same people as Tiger King. And now...
It has its own unparalleled levels of glamour that Tiger King does not even reach.
I mean, Tiger King was bringing the looks, you have to admit it. He gave mullets and Hawaiian shirts a whole new lease of life.
I used to like...
Lottie dressed up as him for Halloween that year.
Good girl.
But so basically, there was this old woman who looked after these chimps, and then this young girl, Tonya, I say young, she's probably 40s at this point.
40s?
At this point when she goes to start, starts looking over these chimps, and one of the chimps is called Tonka, and he's actually famous. He's been in various Hollywood films.
Loads
He's
of films.
best friend with Alan Cummings. And then basically someone goes to Peter and says that these chimps aren't being taken good care of.
Yeah, just like the cages that they were in would like so... She was like, I just love monkeys so much. I just like care about them more than my own children. And then it just zooms in into their like very, very sad, tiny metal cages. That
Pink,
just,
though.
Yeah, but she has painted them. And she was like, I've spent over £500,000 on improving this. And it just like cuts to it. And it's just like, there's not even like a tree in this cage.
No.
It's like, what the fuck could she possibly be spending on? And then we find out, obviously, about 20% of the footage that is in the documentary is her getting Botox, her lips done.
Yeah.
Eyelash fill-ins, like, love it. She may not have time to look after animals or care about anyone else, but what she will never miss is a beauty appointment.
She is a woman in charge. They call her Dolly Parton in her local area, apparently.
Which is, when you see this woman, it's a stretch. I'm not going to lie to say Dolly Parton, but she does wear...
If you were to squint your eyes, you see hair, tits, lashes and lips. Oh, hair, tits, lashes and lips. Someone on that on my clit. We look crazy on the Hangover.
I feel that she is quite an evil woman under that wig, though. She did wear about...
what you hiding under there?
60 different wigs, yeah. But I was saying to
Barely
Luke,
ran a comb through any of them.
I was saying to Luke, you know, like in Return to Oz, when she just got all them heads. How fucking cute. To like, I'm currently, at the moment, 3 words to describe the current hair that I'm walking around East London with.
You asking me?
Yeah.
Wiry, bouffant, fender bender.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I look like, you remember, you know Weetos? You know Professor Weeto? That
Not
like,
familiarly.
Okay, we'll get to know a diva. That's what I always think my hair looks like, just like a crazy mad scientist. And I'm currently walking around this, and I think, what a fucking great way to live. Just get up in the morning and be like, tonight I'm going to have ice white bangs. Like, I'm going to have sort of like a 60s flick out.
If anyone has access to wigs and in the way that we do, why are we not wearing wigs in our day-to-day?
We say this in the studio like once a week, just being like, we both agonise over like, what to do with my hair? So why not just plonk it on from a mannequin, you freaks? Oh, couldn't tell you.
Sometimes you can't see the woodfoot trees.
Now, luckily, segue, the girlies, we said, what do you want us to talk about? And when I say, we will truly talk about anything. Sorry, I'm very into this sort of like, we've got quite a relaxed, comfortable podcast setting going on at the moment, because we're currently at Lucrezia's gorgeous house. And I'm sat on a sofa. It's kind of like I'm being sort of like interviewed by Dr. Fox or something.
Oh, Foxy.
But what's that fucking curly head cunt that was horrible to Anna Nicole Smith that I hate?
Oh, what, the sex man?
Yeah, who's like very famous.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
He's been horrible to every woman.
Literally a absolute piece of shit. I can't wait till they never let him broadcast ever again. Just for what he did to Anna Nicole Smith.
What did he do to ANS?
He was like, just the way that he talks to her is so unfathomably sexist and offensive and horrible. You can't believe that someone's like would speak to someone like that in front of cameras. He's like
possibly the godfather of the soundboard, though, so we cannot humbly hate him too much. Well, that's the whole era of like the shock jockey, you know, that.
Really? Such a cunt though. He's basically like on Anna Nicole Smith. He's like, do you have a problem with he's something like, I'm really paraphrasing here, so people, big ANS fans, I'm sorry. He's basically like, you would be so much more attractive if you weren't so fat. And he's like, when I look at you,
he was like
when I look at you, like you are like you used to be so gorgeous, and now you're just so fat, and like how much do you weigh? Would you get on a scale? And he's like, you should get on a scale because we want to see how much you weigh. And all of this, it's just like insane. And she's like basically in tears in this interview.
But the mad thing is that's basic. That's not even just like someone being very radical. I guess this is in the 2000s. That's literally just how it was in the 2000s. Yeah. Hey, fatty, how come you're so fat at size 12?
Have you ever seen, there's a famous interview with Misha Barton after I think she's like maybe bipolar, but she has some mental health issues, but she basically said they were exacerbated. She has anxiety and agoraphobia because she can't go outside now after the OC because something traumatic happened in her life, and she put on like...
Something kind of trumps?
Maybe put on like a stone and a half. And she went into...
I remember.
And she went into an interview, and a male interviewer was like, said something like, again, wildly paraphrasing, said something like, wow, when does the holiday weight come off? Something like that. And she was like, what? And he was like, you're just looking much bigger than I expected.
Madness.
If someone said that to me, I'd break their... Sorry, that was quite Liam Payne. Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace, darling. But yeah, I would kill them. You cannot speak to people like that. And
would you remember when everyone was like, oh, Jessica Simpson, she's an oath. If you look at those pictures now, like...
Size 10.
She's literally wearing like mum jeans and like people think it's the most offensive thing in the world. It's literally mad. I can't believe we as women survived the 2000s and the 2010s.
And when you watch them programs as well that like 10 years younger, And they're like, now, if you would like to try it with an A-line top, because you are carrying a lot of disgusting weight around your stomach. There was also do you remember like super thin, super fat, or whatever it was called?
Yeah, like super skinny.
Can this potentially anorexic person with multiple eating disorders stemming from their psychological damage and issues, do you think that they can last on the diet of someone that also has issues pertaining to food, and they're obese and they clearly need a doctor and to speak to someone? It's like, let's see if we'll just swap their diets and see what happens. It's like,
to be fair, ate all that shit up. I used to like secret eaters, where there'd be people that's like, I just don't know why I don't lose weight. And then they'd be like, we put hidden cameras in your car. So if you don't stop eating for 1 second of the day, that is why you're the size you are.
Wagon wheels hidden in your hair. Please don't kid a kidder. It's so sad. But yeah, that was quite a disastrously terrifying time to live through. And also, do you remember as well that with Trini and Susanna, it was like Trini was like, well, I'm the skinny one and Susanna's the fat one. So we always have like, they were like kind of like, we'll always be able to like talk about different people's bodies.
It's like Trini is the malnourished one and Susanna was like the normal slim gal.
You say that, but Trini now, she's the CEO of like a sort of like maybe $1 billion company.
Do you know who got me onto Trini's new revival? Celebrity hairstylist Tom Berry.
Shout out to celebrity. Who isn't? Also, text him right now and say, don't want to subscribe to our podcast. You're once a beloved guest now. Disgusting.
Thinking of celebs, I've entitled this section, Celebs Be Crazy.
Okay.
Have you seen that Russell Brand has done this weird advert for basically a magical amulet that he claims protects people from Wi-Fi and other evil energies?
Wi-Fi?
Yeah. He's basically like, if you're planning on going to an airport soon, you should know that they've got so many like toxic signals. So if you just spend £189 on this amulet, it will protect you from all these kind of things. And he's like lifting up a suitcase, being like, look how strong I am now. And it's like, you're literally wearing a wireless Wi-Fi mic on you right now to film this thing.
Less than a year ago, a TV program came out about your multiple sexual assault and rape allegations.
Since then,
like,
now he's found God and also Wi-Fi.
Well, he's found Jesus, hasn't he? Even though he spent his entire career, it's like such a lame, boring, when someone's like, okay, I've had all the power taken from me, I've been this omnipotent figure in public, in society, and now I've been like shafted to a mere mortal man. What can I do? I can look to something bigger than me. I can become religious and be like, do you know what? It's fine because I've got power back now because I've got Jesus.
But it's also the classic
rehabilitation
pedo or rapist like storyline. Like, oh, I found God now, so I'm all forgiven, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, if God forgives me, who are you not to?
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking mental. But he's also on that. Do you know Landon Barker of Travis Barker of Blink-182? His little 21-year-old very fit son. Yeah, I said fit. Get over it. This is a secret podcast. I can say what I want. He basically, I'm really desperately trying to get into my phone, but there you go. He turned 21 about a week ago, and apparently he went to a club, and within the club they were serving shots. They put it into baby oil bottles. And they were pouring it from baby oil bottles into girls. And then the shot girls were like pretending to like pass out. And it was like a Diddy themed 21st birthday. And he had to like come online and be like, I'm really sorry. This had nothing. I did not plan this. I didn't even know it was going on. And when I realized what was going on, I left. Like, to be a 21-year-old, like maybe he's completely lying. But like, if that is true, to be a 21-year-old in the spotlight, just everyone's like, his son had a P. Diddy themed 21st birthday party. And you're like, no, I went to a club. I literally had nothing to it. It's like fucking insanity.
May I remind you, one of our close friends suggested that if you were to have a Halloween house party, the theme be freak off.
Name them.
MW.
Oh! God, thank God we're so cryptic with that. We'll never know who they were. Also, when we talk about mental celebrities, I mean, he doesn't class as a celebrity. Are you aware of the work of a one Miss Ben Shapiro? Yes. So
wait, do you mean Ben Shapiro?
Is it not Shapiro? They say Shoshana Shapiro on girls. So
you're talking about the politician-y type person.
Well, I mean the alt-right talk bobblehead.
Yeah.
So are you aware of the work of Jubilee, the website, like
Negative.
video thing? Have you ever seen like on YouTube or whatever, or on the Tinterwebs, when they'll have things that like it'll be just like a white room, and they'll have like 6 people or whatever. Oh, there was like a really famous one when it was like debating trans rights, and it was like trans people. And,
Yeah,
like,
so they'll have like 2 people in the centre and people are sitting around and you can
that
come
exact
in.
one. So there was a famous one that happened about 3 weeks ago with a gross white man with a big face. I can't remember, Charlie Kirk, I think his name is, who's like a famous Republican, like puppet, blah, 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 blah. And their most recent one that they dropped today is Ben Shapiro. And he's like, it is so fucking insane. You have to watch it. And he's basically...
So what's the like subject?
He sits there and there's 30 like liberal leaning. I don't actually think they are all liberal leaning. I think they're like a mixture of some people, because some people get up and they're like, I do like you, but I disagree with you about this. But he'll be like, Kamala Harris is racist, and then they can like run in if they want to sit and debate him. Oh my God, watch it. It is fucking insane to see how these people, first of all, this is very funny because I've been talking for quite a long time as I say this, but like all he does is just speak really, really fast and tie everyone in conversational knots and never answers a question. It is insane. It's like watching like what I imagine like a sociopath, like a megalomaniac to be.
Like looking in the mirror.
Yeah, God. Just like recording myself on webcam. But you should watch it. It's so fucking crazy, and you should also go watch it. Jubilee, Ben Shapiro, and they're just like, and there's this girl that also in the Charlie Kirk one, she was the one when who like,
who's Charlie Kirk? So the one with the big face.
Yeah, big face, annoying, just another annoying white man that talks over everyone.
Oh, great.
Much like me. Yeah, so go and watch that.
I've seen ones coming up on my TikTok today. I think it's like one guy versus 25 Trump supporters or something.
They're doing loads of them at the moment, and they're so sick. I literally always watch. I love them. But talk to me.
I've got some controversial opinions, and I
God.
want to know where you stand on them. Mm-hmm. First, this is more for for everyone. Do you sit on the toilet seat or do you hover?
That is an absolutely fucking insane thing to ask. Who hovers on a public toilet?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
I tell you, a lot of girls that like to hover and piss all over everything.
Yeah. When I was younger, what I used to do is I used to lay out toilet roll. I'd wipe it all down and then lay out toilet roll and then sit down.
Even if it looked clean?
Yeah.
I just want to know what diseases people think they're going to be getting from literally the back of someone's thigh.
I have this...
Toilet seats are sometimes the cleanest place in the house.
Should eat there?
Yeah, maybe not.
I used to have this in a battle every single time I went to Glastonbury. The first time I would go down, I'd like take like, obviously you don't want to be carrying around like fucking rolls of toilet roll with you. Listen viewers, I have IBS. I need more toilet roll than the next man. But you don't want to be like carrying around loads of toilet roll with you. And then I'd be like wasting it, like wiping down the toilet seat. And it happens every single time that I'll go in and I'll be like, put some anti-bac on it and like wipe it down before I sit down, like, and then
Glastonbury's a different animal though. There's like shit on the ceiling and stuff.
Baby,
I'd love to know what they're doing.
By like day 2, I'm literally just like, I don't even look. I just like go in, sit down. It's like I've got feces and blood and like sick and stuff on the back of my legs. You just pull up them trousers and you carry on walking on. Like, it's like this is me now. This is the animal that I have become.
Apparently, the summary is that in a clean public restroom, 67% of cis women sit directly on the seat, 18% create a barrier, and 16% squat or hover.
What do you do?
That, well, ideally I would just sit on the seat. I don't think it's dirty, but that's 16 to 18%. Who not only put your dirty street shoes on it, possibly if you're hovering, but you're literally pissing all over the seat. Like, how do you think that is?
Mad.
Why do you think you're better than anyone when you're doing that? You
One of your
animal.
most admirable qualities is you're like, even though you never smell and you have like a very liberal approach when it comes to like cleanliness, which is not, no, that's good, because it's like you often meet people that are like fussy for fussy's sake, whereas like even though you're not smelly or dirty in any way, you're like very like get over it about things to do with that. Even
I
though
met
you're very
someone
hygienic, but
at my friend's birthday who was saying that if her daughter comes in and sits on her own bed in her school uniform, she'll freak out. She's like, you've worn those clothes outside.
I do understand about outside clothes. I don't personally enforce this, but I do have different clothes that I wear inside the house than I do wear outside the house, which is like, do you wear house shoes? We're really getting to the crux of it now.
I want to start with the Japanese house shoes way, because they have toilet shoes. So they have special shoes that only live in the bathroom.
Well, the thing is, we, unfortunately, living in this, I guess in quite a similar way to America, we live in quite a Eurocentric terrifying ideal about like, especially things to do with like hygiene and stuff, where like we have normalized it so much, and because we don't listen to other countries, that then as soon as you step outside to other countries,
Like,
they
get
have
a bidet.
like wash your own anus. Every time we go on holiday and there's a bidet, I'm like, I feel like cleaner inside. Like, let me live like this. Lukey actually does have a bidet in our house.
Little bidet attachment.
So jealous. As a girl with IBS, that's the dream. Wow, really a lot of Ibs conversation.
Oh yeah, someone get him a bloody sponsorship from I don't know.
Duskapan.
Duskapan. Do you want to hear my second? I think we're going to disagree on this.
Please.
Reclining your seat on a plane. I think if I have gotteth thou button, I'm going to be reclining, motherfucker. And you cannot tell me either way.
I think it is a problem with the airline if the reclination of a chair is so intense that it's bothering the person behind them. Like,
You've chosen profits over people there.
Well, I just like it shouldn't be able to recline so far back that I would care that much.
Yeah,
like it should be able to recline. Most of them don't though, do they? And it's like if like. I don't know, like if you had a TV on the back of it and it was like affecting the way that they could watch TV or whatever, maybe. But also like, I quite hate flying and I'm going to do whatever. I'm quite a psychopath when it comes to flying. Quite often, like if I'm on a flight that's longer than like 3 hours, I'm like, eye mask, nose strip, like neck pillow.
Oh, I even want that for if I can catch a little 30-minute Z's on the plane.
Yeah.
Apparently the consensus is like you're allowed to do it. But it's
frowned upon.
Yeah. Like, grow up. And then I saw that someone said, on a recent flight, a pilot came out to give everyone the reclining seat talk. The pilot's take, the seat in front of you belongs to the person in front of you, so it's up to them how they use it.
Agreed. Also, as well, I saw something the other day of an esthetician saying, please can everyone stop
doing all of this skincare.
Doing your skincare on the plane. They were like, there is literally no air that has more bacteria in it than a plane that gets no like circulation. They were like, there is so much bacteria in the air. It's the worst time that you could possibly be doing skincare.
The only thing you should be doing apparently is one of those disinfectant sprays on your skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you remember a few months ago when I was like kicking the fuck off because I was on the tube?
It's hard to keep up with it, to be honest.
And this woman got on with like 2 kids, maybe. They were both yay high, so say like between the ages of like 6 and 9.
That was, that was quite specific for you. I thought you were going to be like, they were about yay high, so somewhere between 1 and 14. Like
2 who looked like tourists, not normal hateful.
Okay, and what does a
TFL.
tourist look like, Lukey?
Just someone who's not full of hate and like hating it, like a bit more happy to be on the London's famous tube.
Like big A to Z map.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one
yeah,
of them
yeah.
water straws coming out their backpack. Yeah.
They've probably got some garlic around their neck to show us from France. But yeah, these people were standing up for these women's kids. It's like, are you joking? My mum would make me stand up for fucking anyone on public transport. Why, like, these have got young legs. Like, let us people that have been to work or something sit down. Who the fuck is standing up for a 9-year-old?
Absolutely fucking unbelievable.
I wanted to just be like, you haven't got to do that. You don't have to do that.
One of the very the very beginnings of me and my writing partner are writing a TV show at the moment, and one of the very beginnings of our TV show was just the fuckeries that we had to deal with when we were at drama school in Oxford of coming back on the train. And it was like we were both in agreement that we were like, 2 things that we love doing is exercising our rights as member of the public. Like I like to be in
bringing
society.
out the Karen.
I like to be in society as a member of the public and to be let it known. Like, so if something happens, it's like I immediately galvanize with people and be like, we are the public. Love it. Love them situations where all of a sudden everyone just becomes one unit, one group, and we can get a bit of mob mentality going. Couldn't be more obsessed with that. But also just like all of the fucking nut shit that happened to you, mainly to do with old people and children when you're dealing with the public. One of the things that happened to us...
I hate old people and children.
One of the things that happened to us when we were coming back from Oxford, we were... this woman walked up to us and she was holding her maybe 9-year-old boy. Oh, no, it was a dad, sorry. Holding his... and there was the mum was behind him and she was like walking with the girl as well. Holding his like 9-year-old boy. Me and Anna were sat down on two train seats, and he came up to us and he went, would you mind getting up so that I can... He's asleep. About his like 9-year-old child. Me and Anna both just in silence like looked at each other and we're like, you want us to get up so that you can lay your son down? Like, just hold him.
Yeah.
And he was like,
yeah, big man.
Like, come on. He was like, come on, he's asleep. And I was like, wake him up then.
What?
I was like, it's like fucking 7 o'clock.
Yeah, he's going to be up all night now.
Yeah, he needs to do his fucking homework. Like, grow up. Like, It was insane. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. And I was so in shock. And this man couldn't fucking believe it that we wouldn't get up. And he was like,
no offense to our friends who are parents, but they are so
never
entitled. They literally think that your child is everyone's problem.
But like, deep friend of the pod, Maggie Bartrock, for example, she would never fucking behave that way. And if that happened to her, she would be like, sort your fucking scummy little child out.
Yeah, she would.
Of all the parents that we know, they're like, yeah. But it was just so unbelievable because he felt so much entitlement to us to getting up. And then I was just like, then I went into like full logic.
Has he even paid full price for that ticket?
Then I went into full logic mode and I was like, I'm 34. And I was like, that's a child. And I was like, I need to sit down. I want to sit down. I've paid for a ticket. And I was like, why should he have 2 seats to sleep on? And he was like, he's got school tomorrow and he's exhausted. Can you please just get up? And I was like raising my voice. So I was like,
good.
Come on, member of the public, let's go. And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, why should a child take precedent over a fully grown adult? And he was like, because that's what decent people do. And I was like, this isn't a case of morality. I was like, he's not my child. I was like, I am sat, like, are you asking me whether I'm using this seat or not? Because I clearly am. And I was like, I'm sure there's
I've been at dance all day. That's very tiring.
I was like, if he so desperately needs a seat, then someone's calling me. I was like, if he so desperately needs a seat, I was like, then I'm sure there's others. But I was like, I'm not going to give up my seat. So your sleeping child. I was like, he doesn't even know where he is. I was like, lay him on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, literally.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah, I was losing my fucking mind. And Anna was just next to me being like, yeah, exactly. I was like, absolutely going off. And that was when I was like, how many more reasons do I need to just never be? It's not even about having a child that makes me like want to die so much. It's the thought of being around other parents. We're so lucky with our friends that are parents that they're not unbearable, but so many are.
I swear people just like, if they want to cross the road, they'll just like push their buggy out into the road and hope that someone stops.
Ideally, yeah.
Shall we do a quick Dracula rundown of the last 2 episodes?
I think we should do that at the end. I think we're like in...
We're on 26 and a half minutes,
Oh my
Barney.
fucking
The
God,
nails
I'm
have been
sorry, girls.
yakety.
I hope in my dreams it's just like an absolute like combination of things. That there's some people that are just like, I imagine jeans down by the ankles,
Yeah.
Astroglide, just like cranking it to the sound of our voices. That makes sense.
Especially mine.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sexy.
And then, oh my God, shout out to the fucking person who commented on our podcast, who left a comment being like, their voices are unbearable. Go fuck yourself. And then other people are just like, I wonder what they're up to. People are ironing. People are like, literally, they're at work with their headphones in, trying to ignore every single person in their office. And I'm hoping we're giving you some satiated goodness.
Actually, before Dracula, can you tell me this urban legend?
Yes, basically...
The lobster one. Maggie's lobster one.
Oh my fucking God. So we, one of the deep friends of the pod asked us if we could speak a bit about urban legends, which actually, have you got any urban legends that you've researched?
No, I thought you were telling me them all.
Okay, so I am, with urban legends, it's a bit of a sticky situation because they sit somewhere in between ghost stories and conspiracy theories. It's difficult. It's difficult to know what is actually an urban legend because
ghost stories cool, conspiracy theories bit loser.
Yeah.
A little bit incel.
Ugly people like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Like, although I did become quite obsessed with this
Flat Earth.
No, I wish. But they're all interconnected, aren't they?
And they all basically stem from hating Jewish people.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is fucking mental.
But when I was younger, when I was about 19, someone showed me this like very crazy like New World Order conspiracy theory video. And I went down a real rabbit hole at the tender age of 19, being like, oh my God, this is actually true. This is crazy. And that was like interlinked with like 9/11, like you can't melt steel beams, all of that crazy shit. And like all of the conspiracy theories that drip into each other, the flat earth and... You know,
you seem to know a lot about these, Barney.
Area 51, all of this crazy stuff.
Oh, that's for sure true.
We'll never know.
I believe it.
I guess we'll never know.
I want to believe.
Urban legends are fables that are passed down, particularly between young people. We had one when I was growing up that was about, which is actually now I find, obviously at the time I thought it was, we have a place called Little Hay Prison.
Little Hay.
And which is like a high security prison, which is about 20 minutes away from us. And there was again, obviously, like, you don't fact check these things. You don't need to. Do I look like a fact checker?
Nah.
When we were younger, that there was a man that had escaped from Little Hay Prison like 15 years ago and was on the run who had, he was, I think, a dentist. and he had hooks for hands. And he was called like the Hookman or something.
Ooh.
And he was like, police were still trying to find him after like 15 years. And he lived in the fields around, and we used to go all the time and try and drive through like, there was just like miles and miles of fields to try and find this man.
What would you have done if you found him?
Apparently there'd been like sightings of him, and that was like an urban legend, which obviously like, then you find out that it's like, oh, this is like a famous tale in like America. And like all of these places, it's like, oh, no, he didn't.
Or like that dog in the suitcase. You're like, no, someone I know literally told me that. It's like, well, it's interesting because a lot of people know
that is
told them
absolutely fucking insane. But let me tell you, before I segue into the lobster story, I didn't know that Richard Gere factually put gerbils up his bum.
I tried to tell you.
For sexual gratification.
Yeah.
What are you citing in this dissertation, your bibliography? Where are you going to prove that this is true?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Buzz.
Yeah. Just like a buzz of a metropolitan London. That is fucking crazy. I think that's an urban legend.
I mean, it probably is, but I like to think it's
but
not.
Imagine also, when it gets to, which will lead us neatly onto this most insane urban legend you've ever heard, when it gets to like animals in the butt, that's clearly written by someone that has never had anything inside their anus, because it would be horrible. If you had a gerbil...
Maybe it doesn't go all the way up in your inside. Maybe it's just the whiskers and a little bit of gnawing at the hole.
Gerbils have teeth and nails. If they were inside your bum...
They've got brains as well.
They've got brains. Where's your brain? In your middle toe. They're such vicious little animals, like hamsters, like them Russian hamsters that bite every finger that you've got. Like, it would be like there'd be no pleasure to it at all. And also... I
don't know if you've heard about it, but some people get pleasure through pain.
But the muscularity of your anus, I'm not just talking about my athletic sportsman like
it's got muscle memory down there.
But it would squash the gerbil straight away.
The vacuum.
No, I could squash like I have to have rock hard ass.
No, but I think you put a funnel in it.
A funnel.
There's a tube.
Which leads us neatly onto, have you ever seen ilovethefishes.com?
No.
They bend a young Asian woman over and she is, when I tell you, kicking and screaming, she's giggling, having the time of her life, grinning from ear to ear. She's like she's like a little St. Trinian schoolgirl.
Lovely.
They put a funnel in her, first in the vagina, and they are just picking up these tiny little fishies, popping them in. We get to like, it's 80 up there. Then the funnel goes in the butthole. They are throwing them down. It's like she's at a county fair and this is a game. They must put 100 in her bum. And then she rolls over, like, you know them sort of like chubby babies that lie on, that have the photo shoots. Like
Happy baby
position. Yeah. Rolls over, opens the legs, and as she is grinning and laughing, happier than a pig in shit, popping all of these fishes out. And all of these fishes are just spilling out of her bumhole and her vagina. And she's just giggling and laughing.
Someone did that in the church hall for End of the World once, before I knew them. And she was like on a spinning thing and was like spinning round with all of the fish coming out all over the church hall.
And they just died.
I guess so,
cruel.
yeah.
That's so cruel. At least they scooped up the fishes and put them back in the, I don't know, the Serengeti where they came from. I don't know whether I'm not no Richard Attenborough.
No, clearly.
Back in the Arctic. Where do goldfish come from? I don't actually think they are goldfish. I think they're more sort of like minnow style fish, actually. But this urban legend, our deep friend of the pod told us that there was a urban legend that she had heard about from school where this woman bought a lobster, because apparently this is a sexual deviance that we don't know about, bought a lobster to put in her vagina because...
What end?
Tail end. If you put the tail end of a lobster in your purse, then put a lighter underneath it, then because of the flames, it goes...
No.
And you have like...
So you're torturing an animal just for your own sick pleasure.
So you have a sheath-like cock end in you.
With a flappy...
And then you light it. So she did this, lit it, and the lobster was going in the vagina, and she's, this is amazing. But then she's like, oh, fuck, something's gone wrong. Yanks it out, whips it out like when that guy whipped out your tampon.
Yeah.
Runs to the toilet, and the lobster has laid its eggs in her vagina.
Good.
And she's now got a like push out. I was gonna say piss out. There is more than one hole, supposedly.
Is it question? Is it the kind of animal that when it lays its eggs, they're like sticky, so it'll be stuck to the internal wall, or they're just loose goose?
I'm not fully aware of the biology of the fertilization process of the lobsters, but
Fine.
she did have a pussy full of lobster
eggs,
and maybe the closest it will ever find to Fishman. Maybe what if they went up, and then she had some old sperm in there? I don't know how it works. Like, and we got fish babies.
That's actually my dream, that humans and animals can like make kind of like Mr. Tumnuses and mermaids and centaurs.
I would let Tumnus fuck the shit out of me. Not as James McAvoy, because I find him a bit creepy, although he's quite fit in this new scary horror film. But just like the general idea of if we were actually if it was like more like hybrid animals. I know I've always said like a big cat, like a lynx or something. But actually, if we're going like then
so you want that goat cock?
Yeah, Mr. Tumnus is right up there. Just then, like he's got like back off first of all, and just like cute, like he's quite athletic from the waist down.
I guess so, but he's a bit of a nerd, top half up.
I like him. I think he's got a sort of
topless with a scarf. Pick a lane.
Okay.
Are you hot or are you cold?
Yeah. Who would you do if you could have hybrid fucks? Who would it be from?
I'd be scared with a centaur because that's just too much dick.
Oh, but they are fit in Harry Potter though.
I don't know. I would merman.
Merman. What fish cock?
No, I think he would just come over me and my eggs would lay.
That would be so nice because he's got a tail that maybe he just like squirts.
Oh, he's pure muscle from the bottom half down.
Maybe
bitch.
he just squirts the sperm out and then just sort of dances around you.
That's what I think.
Oh,
like a water dancer.
Fine. I'm in. If you know any mermen, drop into the DMs. Merman.
Okay, let's do a quick run through of the Dragula. Last two episodes.
Maybe, do you know what? Maybe Cliffhangers just needs to pivot into a Dragula. We both enjoy Dragula about 20 times more.
Just such a crying shame they're on at the same time.
Drag Race.
So the last two episodes have been Holiday of Horrors and Ghost Train.
Yeah.
So Holiday of Horrors, they had to like pick a date, for example, New Year's Eve or whatever.
Yeah.
And do something that's very filth involved. What would you have done?
Well, because it's in America, maybe I would have done January 6th, which I don't really think counts as a holiday. But I mean,
but then people think you're very pro-Trump.
A holiday from sanity. Well, just because it's filth, I would probably go in like sort of like super gross Republican alt-right, like big muscle bro with the sort of didn't they have like horns on and stuff?
Yeah, that man had
Fucking
a kind
losers.
Of like. I don't even like Viking-esque.
Yeah, that sort of shit.
Very, what's the thing that the Nazis like? Aryan.
Very Aryan. Very also, what's that sort of Viking cartoon?
Asterix.
Very that vibe.
Is Asterix right wing?
Yeah, probs. I think he's right leaning.
Don't get started on Tintin. He is a nasty piece of work.
Why?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he's got quite Fagatini energy.
You reckon?
Yeah. What, the comb over?
The original twang.
The comb over and his commitment to sort of primary colour suits.
Charity.
Yeah, I feel like I would do something like that because, to be honest, my favourite holiday is Halloween, and
you got to do Halloween or Dracula. Every day's Halloween.
Every day.
I think being a May baby, I'd want to do something involving like the maypole and like imagine just like half the maypole coming out of your vag or
that's quite sick.
Something. So you're half getting fucked by it, but half kind of dying on it.
It's more cock-centric, and yours is the maypole.
The just maypole.
The just maypole. Also, we've just been added to a group called Fuck the Monarchinky.
Oh, is that from Jodie?
Jodie and Pal, yeah.
And then we also had Ghost Train. What would you have done for Ghost Train?
Maybe like sort of like human centipede-esque, like person behind me, person in front of me, and it's like me.
You are the train.
Yeah, I've been a train been done run.
Yeah, I think I would be some kind of. If I think of a train, I think of cowboys, like doing a hold up kind of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe I'd be some like rowdy, like Annie Oakley type.
Sick.
And then the two extermination challenges have been jumping out of a plane, which I think makes me actually feel sick because I hate flying and the thought of a little plane is just gross. But I think if anyone could get me to do it would be the Boulets.
I was just saying, the only thing that's stopping me, I really, really want to bungee jump, which I would 100% do.
I'd rather jump out of a plane than bungee jump. Bungee jump makes me want to die.
Really want to bungee jump, but you'd obviously want to do it in somewhere good. I mean,
Would you want to do it so you go in the water, feet in the water?
No.
No.
It depends. If it was in England, yeah.
In England? Was that cold water?
Well, no, I don't want to do it in water.
No.
I don't want to do it in water, but you want to do it over water, but I don't want to touch water.
Not touching cloth.
No. I do enough of that in my day-to-day.
He's an IBS boy, in case you haven't noticed.
Shout out to the IBS community. I definitely want to jump out of a plane, but the thing that bothers me about it is you've got, until you get your license, you've got to do it with someone else, and it's I don't want to be strapped to fucking Pete from Swindon.
What if he's fit,
I'm having an euphoric moment in my life, and I want to be screaming, hurtling through the air, doing fucking twat flips. I don't want to be
you're gonna be flipping the first time.
Yeah, right. Well, you know me. I'm a
if it was you on your own, you would just somehow go sideways to where your body just cuts through the air and just be turning around, jump,
and by the time I get
straight for a tree.
I've got a brain damage from just the amount of that sounds fun. Whereas, I just feel like it kind of affects it if you've got to do it with someone else. Just be I don't know you. Can you please stop? I don't want to share this experience with you.
No, but they're behind you. It's fine.
Are they? Behind you?
Yeah, you're in the front.
So you're bottoming?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
And then the other one was electrocution, because they were attached to.
My dad's been electrocuted.
Is that why his hair's so bad?
Wow. Shouldn't mean that, Leo. When I
Tesla coil there attached.
Tesla coil. When my dad was at arts university, he was doing some.
I know he was an artist.
Yeah, he was a graphic designer.
Oh sure, oh yeah, because he's done our bloody flyers.
He
I didn't know that counted as art.
Wow. Okay.
More of a digital.
Yeah, but that was.
Remember
he went to uni back in yesteryear, and he was doing some printing or something, and in a print room, and he got electrocuted and thrown across the room.
Really?
You were really lucky that could have
Could you see his bones through his skin for a second?
Yeah, he just went blue. But he was and he said it was crazy because it was so painful, and it he felt it through his entire body.
Does he ever have
electricity bonus because of it?
Or just any kind of
bonus
thing that comes back from it? Like an acid flashback? Does he have kind of things that are
I don't think so.
Every now and then his hair will just go. I
don't think so. I mean, he's quite liberal with the lights and with the plugs and stuff. I think he's got over the trauma. No seeming PTSD from it. That'd be quite annoying.
Well, the PTS is in his D.
Oh, shout out, Leo. Yeah. That's how long have we been?
41 minutes. That's 45 seconds.
Crazy. Have you got anything else to talk about? Because maybe we should wrap it up.
I think we should. Let's wrap it up. We'll save it for next time.
Oh, sorry, girlies. Well, who's sorry? I hope we've been giving you dulcet tones in your ears. Now, what we need you to do is, our many subscribers, we need you to message. And what do you want us to talk about? Because next week, your discussion could be exactly what you want to hear about. Is there something on TV you're watching? Is there a celeb that you need us to talk about? Let us know, because this is just...
Alex from Maths is crazy.
Yeah. The topics. The topics, the goss.
The topics, the goss, the mist and the mast.
And then, so see you next week.
See you next week. Well, I think we'll make it a Friday thing. We'll give you a pre-hangover before your actual weekend hangover.
Thanks for supporting us, girlies. You're the best.
Love you.
Bye.
I got a hangover.